Hey, Trekkie2409 here. Finally getting around to doing a video with the Galactica I've been doing. I know I've been posting a lot of videos of starting kits and stuff and not much follow up, but honestly I'll be finished this, or at least finished except for the bottom of the landing bays, which I'll then just stick on later by the day after tomorrow. I've been working on it a lot and there's not a huge amount left to do. So anyway, as you can see, I've painted it already. Getting the spray paint was a nightmare because we're just getting it from B&Q, because my nearest hobby shop's quite far away. So yeah, it's silver, the dark parts of it, you know, the darker parts like that, yeah. So it's a bit shiny, and that's a lot lighter than it should be, but I do have a plan for it. I wanted it lighter than it should be anyway, because I have ordered the full set of a creation decals for it, and I've seen them put on a few and they really darken it down, so I wanted it lighter anyway, and I still have to weather it properly and go over it with shoe polish like Cylon75 did, so it should look good after that. I have just 5 minutes ago really weathered the top a bit with some black paint and light grey. It's the black you notice more though. Yeah, you can see it there compared to the unweathered piece. And also these two front guns, well, I have a plan for all of the guns. I'm not gonna glue them in, I'm going to just stick them in, and because they fit in fine and allow you to move them and turn them, and on the inside I'm going to just solder a wee tiny bit of metal across it so it can't fall out. I will just use trimmings from LEDs and resistors that I've had to cut down to fit better into space. But except with these front two, you can't get into the hole under them, so I had to just glue them in, and then I decided I would, hopefully you can see it, yeah, cut the tips off, and cut that whole gun bit off, that whole gun bit off, and the tip of that one, to make it seem like they're just broken, completely broken, and that's why they won't turn like the rest. And you can probably see it's with the paint, black paint that I've weathered it with just now, it's more so there as well. So yeah, I like it. It'll be a nice touch too, I think. I'm sure I've seen on an episode, maybe in the first or second series even, I'm not sure, but I'm sure I saw it with those black and broken, and maybe even I think that gun completely missing at one point. I could really be wrong about that. It was just a kind of passing glance, but I don't mind anyway, it doesn't matter. I've drilled the holes in the window alligator head bit, which goes a bit there, and it's light blocked too. Yeah, as you can see, I've used a bigger drill bit, and then I realised I could be using a weir one and should be using a weir one, and did a lot more holes with the weir one, except for the very bottom row there because it broke the drill bit, which was so annoying because I had quite a bit more to drill. More there really on the other side too. I think if I had done the whole thing with that drill bit though, it would have taken ages, and I'm not sure how visible it would be, how easy the light's going to get through those wee tiny holes. But it was worth a try. I've also done the windows that you see, well, here under the hangar bay garage type bit, and at the front there, that bit was a bit tricky because it's like that, so I had to kind of drill through twice. Yeah, and also a little bit on this bottom front piece, which goes in there really. I kind of drilled the holes a bit further along than they're supposed to be on that piece, but I don't mind it. If I had done it correct, there would only be really just a few holes and it wouldn't be worth lighting. Yeah, I also have all the engines soldered and everything. I have all the windows lights on the inside soldered up. None of it's glued yet, except those engines are glued onto the bottom hull. That's not glued on yet, the top part of it. But yeah, the problem is though, I actually ran out of white LEDs after these ones and had to use kind of spares I've got, but they're different. They're the ones in there are kind of orangey tinted and they're bluish. I'll show you what I mean. And yeah. Okay, I've got the lights on. Yeah, okay, it won't go in focus, but you can see what I mean anyway. They're orangier and they're bluer. The nightmare really, I'm not happy about it. But I think I'm going to maybe paint the whiter one yellow or orange, and hopefully that'll, it won't be exact, but it'll bring it closer. And at least it'll only be the ones there that will be different really. Engines are lit right now too. I've had the kit for a long time now really, about a year or a bit less than a year, and I've only just recently realised it's missing all the clear parts for the engines and the whole back plate. So that's a complete nightmare. I'm just going to build it anyway and leave the kind of back bits that go on there off so I can fit the clear bit on, and I'll have all the separate FTL blue LEDs, the two that'll go there, which will be on a separate switch, wired up and ready, and I'll finish it when I can get replacement parts. Revell do offer, this is the Revell version by the way, not the Moebius one. Revell do have a parts replacer thing on the website. You can get replacement parts, but it's only for the US, and I've emailed them, and then I emailed their UK store, and I only emailed the store yesterday though, but I emailed cservice@revell.com a fair few days ago and I haven't heard anything back, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I might email the German Revell, but I'll have to phone them if I still don't get a reply. I'll have to phone them and see about getting the parts, which is a nightmare because I hate phoning companies and that, and it'll be a dear phone number, I bet too. Yeah, I have made a few modifications to the kit. The head sits too high on it as standard. I'll try and show you roughly where it sits. I think as standard it sits about there, but I have cut it with the help of my dad to speed things up. Cut it and everything so that it sits lower and almost flush with the hull. It should be a little lower than that still, but nah, be impossible to do. Just nah. The hardest part of it though was you have to trim this part down, the top of it, because that bit fits perfectly into position, but the head's too high, and if you trim the head down, this is stuck in the middle, so you have to trim this down too. It's almost exactly 2mm the head needs brought down by, and this needs trimmed down by. So yeah, that was a lot of work, really. Had to cut some bottom off there, raise them, and try and clear and trim the corners properly, which wasn't too easy. And then also with this bit, you have to cut it, and that could do with being cut a tiny bit more actually, a bit there. Yeah, and I've also had to drill holes in for the wires to get into the front. Yeah, I'll be doing it so that the wire comes out there into the head, down through that into this bit where an actual LED will be, and then more wire down again into the bottom bit. So yeah. And I wasn't going to light these, but I changed my mind. I wasn't going to light them because I've already glued these garage bits in onto the top, so it's difficult to get in, and I'll be placing the LEDs on the top up there. Just two, one there and one there. And yeah, it'll be difficult to get into, and also because I wasn't sure about doing it, because when you look at it from like that angle, you'll see the LEDs and it'll be bright and stuff. But I've come up with a plan. I'm going to drill a rectangular hole in all as close as possible as I can, really, to the centre of it, and come out a bit and stick the LED on top of the hole. But I'll put a clear, probably just from one of the bags that hold the kit parts, I'll put a clear bit of plastic in between the LED and the hole and paint it red. Not clear red, just red, and but not all of it, just exactly where the LED will be sitting, and I'll surround the LED with tinfoil probably to reflect it round so that it just glows and isn't harsh and everything, so it diffuses the light enough. But I'll probably leave that till last, really, because that'll be annoying and hard. I still have all the landing bays to do. I've not even masked it and painted those. The masking, by the way, is a nightmare. I'll put a picture up of the head when it was masked about now. yeah, the masking was a nightmare. The only good thing is the hangar bays are kind of easier, really. I still need to drill holes in there for the wires and into the arms and into the landing bays, and I'll do that before I get it all built, of course. I'll basically have the landing bays attached on and wired and everything. I'm just going to have one LED in the middle because it'll be enough. I don't want it bright, I just want it glowing. And yeah, I'll leave the bottom off though, because I've still not got the microsol and microset that I ordered on eBay yet to actually be able to put the decal on the inside. And I also ordered the photo etch set, so I need to be able to put the ribs that go on the inside of the hangar bay in. So I'll have it all built except for the bottom, and then once I get all that done I'll just stick the bottom on. So it'll be a long time, up to 8 weeks before I have it completely finished because of the clear parts. But I'll definitely have the landing bays on by the bottom of the landing bays on by Thursday. Today's Monday, so the day after tomorrow. Yeah, I'll take it open the hull up again, which is a bit difficult, so I can actually show you the LEDs and where I've soldered it and stuff. They still need to get glued and taped into place. Oh, one other thing quickly before I do that, I'm also going to add on the antennas at the bottom. I'll just use again cut off resistor and drill bit parts as them, and stick them on with milliput, sorry. And I also broke the front main antenna without even realising it. It took me a while to notice. It's unbelievably fragile, so be careful. So yeah, I'll need to fix that too. I think that's all I'll be doing for any modifications. I won't be, although I've ordered styrene sheets mainly for the Pegasus, which I got recently. I won't be adding anything in between the ribs because I'm getting the full A-creation set, so they'll be going in between the ribs, and I'm glad I'll be getting them because it should take some of the shine away from the silver and bring it a bit closer to the correct colour. But anyway, I'll open it up then and let you see the LEDs. Okay, I got it all opened up, which was not easy. It sticks together a lot, but you can see all the LEDs now. They're not pretty, but they're functional. There's two there of the orangier ones and the two whites there for the front windows. Even with two there, though, they don't do actually a very great job of lighting that. But yeah, although it's not pretty now, like I said, I'll be getting all taped up, fit into place. I'll be surrounding it with tinfoil too, like putting tinfoil or something else reflective, preferably something that's not conductive, around, so that all the light goes into the windows. And same with the front, same with all of them really. I'll be doing this same with the engines. A bit there. Forgot to show you actually the engine LEDs. They're glued and taped, and the wire goes through a hole and comes out. The top engines, when I get the two parts put together, will be getting soldered onto there as well. And here's a look at the space I've got to to get in there to get the red LEDs in that I need. Yeah, that's why I wasn't going to do it, because I do too good a job gluing it too. It's impossible to take off again. So that won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. I would end up regretting it as well if I didn't do it. I think that's everything except just another quick show of the LEDs while it's open. Looks a lot brighter on camera. They're nowhere near as bright as that, really, unfortunately. I wish they were. That would be beneficial. But alas. I tried to position those so that they were pointing directly at the hole, not the hole, the unwindowed bits. So that it's not too bright in one spot, and so that yeah, just that really. I love seeing the engines on. That's everything though. Until next time, I'll probably have another video of this for tomorrow. I'm hoping I might even be able to have it all glued up by tonight or tomorrow. Don't know, it depends how much time I spend on it and how easy stuff is and how quickly I can do it. Therefore I'll have it done today because of those garage red ones. But until next time, subscribe, bye.